this is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today we're going to be making these super cute flower embellishments. This is a Pinterest-inspired project, and I'm so glad I can share it with you. So, let's get started. I have some scraps from a 6x6 paper pad that I had, and all I'm going to do is, this is 6 inches, so all I'm doing is just cutting strips. So I'm not measuring them or anything. I'm just cutting a bunch of strips, and I would say they're about 1/4 of an inch wide, of course 6 inches in length. So I'm not being exact though in how I'm cutting these, and if you want to use a paper trimmer you can. I have one, but I'm just going to go ahead and cut these up. And for each flower you're going to need 8 of these strips. Okay, so once you're done cutting up your strips, and some of them are a little bit thinner than the others, I'm not really worried about that. You're going to turn it on the wrong side, opposite side, and you're just going to put a little bit of glue. And I'm using the Art Glitter Glue. This is great for paper crafting especially too. So it's my all-purpose go-to glue. And I probably didn't need that much, but that's okay. I'm going to put some glue right in the center there, and then I'm going to glue one end down like this. And I did put a little bit too much glue on there, but you're not going to put that much. And I'm going to put a little bit like that. So it's almost like a bow tie somewhat. And so it's going to look like that from the side view. Okay, and so you're going to do that for all of your paper strips. You want to fold them into the center. You don't want to overlap them. You just want the edges to meet up in the center. So I'm just holding that down for a moment. Holding it down for a little bit. And just move on to the next one. Super, super easy and a great way to use up your strips. And if you want your flower to be bigger, just use larger paper, make longer strips. If you want these smaller, just measure them out smaller. You just want to make sure that the strips, the length of the strips are the same. Okay, so that way you have a nice even flower. But I had a good time making a bunch of these, and I can't wait to show you those. Super easy. And if you hear that noise, that's because my dog, Cinnamon, is in the craft room with me. He's scratching and moaning and groaning. Okay, you see how that meets up in the middle? And I'm not really being exact. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold the rest of these. And then we'll get ready to put them together. Okay, so now that we have all of our strips folded the way we want them to be folded, and you don't want this part to be flat. You want it to be kind of rounded around the edges there. Just a little bit rounded there, slightly rounded. So you don't want to press them out flat. I guess if you wanted to, you could, but I want my flower to kind of be fluffy. So here's the part where we glued down, and there's a little slit in the middle. All I'm going to do is turn it over on the side that doesn't have the slit. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here. And I'm going to take the other part that has a slit. I'm just going to have it facing down. That way it doesn't show. And we're just going to press those two together. Sort of like an X. And then we're going to put more glue on here. We're going to take another one, of course, facing down again. And you're just going to put it crossway now. So you're just kind of building your flower. You're going to take more glue right in the center there. Look how easy this is. press it down, and you see how it's holding? So you're just coming in. So now we got to fill in these spaces here. So I'm just going to put some glue in there. So it's just a lot of repeating, basically. Filling in as much as you can. And I'm going to do this one, going across there. And you can decorate the insides of these flowers with buttons. You can use pearls. I think I'm going to put a pearl in the center of these. I'm really liking the way it looks with the pearl. You can embellish your cards. If you do a lot of the your journal covers, you can put this on a gift instead of using a bow. See how I'm doing it? Now I got one more to put on, and that one's going to go in this area here, because you can actually see the space where it needs another petal, I guess. So we're going to put that right here and press that in. And look at that. We're all done with our flower. We're just going to put in our, I'm going to put a pearl in it. If you want, you can do a button. Good way to do something with all those buttons you have. Let's see, I'm looking for one that's not too small but not too big. This one will be perfect. And you can use your hot glue gun to fill in that center if you want. Or you can just, the art glitter glue works fine too. It just takes a little bit more time to dry, but it works fine. And so look how quick that was. That didn't even take 5 minutes to do. And once you really get used to this, you can just cut out a bunch of strips and then just start to make your flowers. And look at that. Here's another one I did. I put a button in there. So I like that kind of greenish tone. Here's another one. Just by changing the center, it kind of changes the look of the flower. Yeah, I had fun with these. It's another one. Imagine using all your scraps. All those papers that you think you might want to throw away, don't throw them away. Just keep them and make something else. There's another one I made, yellow. And so I'm going to have a bunch of stuff to decorate my cards with, and gifts and whatever. Especially since I want to start doing some of those art journals too. Or making a nice mini album. Yeah, these would be perfect for a mini album. So I do hope that you were inspired by this. Yeah, let's start using some of our stash. It's like so much stuff you can use that you already have that won't cost you anything. And so I hope you were inspired by this. Thank you again for joining me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.